Hi, I'm Kathleen.
I'm David,
I'm Ryan.
and we're very excited today to introduce our epic problem, which is educational access.
Everyone has the right to education. Education shall be free, at least in the elementary and fundamental stages. Elementary education shall be compulsory. This statement is part of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a document which sets out for the first time the fundamental human rights to be universally protected. Access to education changes lives. Even one school can impact and improve every aspect of a community's health and well-being. In school, students learn to set goals, to solve problems, helping their parents run more successful home businesses and farms. They learn how to treat drinking water and stop the spread of diseases, making their communities healthier. Education is proven to reduce the chance of death for mothers and infants during and after pregnancy. Educated mothers are also more likely to send their children to school. With access to education, children gain the skills and tools to empower themselves and their communities. Yet, an estimated 67 million school-aged children worldwide are unable to attend classes because of financial, social, and other obstacles, according to the UN. Education is often the first step to breaking the cycle of poverty. It provides the opportunity for children to learn, grow, and become empowered to lead the life they want to live. I had the opportunity to travel to India for 2 months and volunteer with Mother Teresa Sisters in Calcutta. During my time there, I helped out in an after-school program for street kids. One story I will never forget. As we were walking to the park with some of the kids, Sister Benecita pointed to a street corner and said, "Here's the corner where one of the students sleeps. Their parents forgo having a roof over their heads and use that money to send their kids to school." "You see," said Sister Benecita, "education is the one thing that will change these kids' lives. If they can read and write, they can have a better chance at getting out of poverty."
We often think of educational access as a developing world issue. However, there are many communities within Canada where educational discrepancies exist, and access to education is limited. One such group is the Aboriginal population living on reserves. One way that this educational gap and access to education can be improved is through technology and through technological innovations. We can look right in our own backyard here in Calgary for examples. Alberta Women's Science Network has created the Power to Choose initiative that provides more remote communities with mentors in the technology and science fields. This has enabled youth to take part in robotics challenges, broadening their skill set by exposing them to programming. One of the problems that they face is connecting mentors to students, as students living on reserves do not have the population centers that brings with it careers in technology. Technology could be used to bridge this gap, bringing mentors and students together. Power to Choose also runs a science camp. One activity that the attendees participate in is painting canvases, but instead of using store-bought paint, they're given raw materials that they were traditionally used by their ancestors. Augmented reality platforms could help enhance this process by showing how the materials were gathered and prepared. Education through online learning platforms, teleconferences, and e-learning could also benefit students.
Hand in hand with technological solutions which provide educational tools, we need to ensure that there is an appropriate infrastructure system in place to support these solutions. Although technological solutions are being created to address problems accessing education, rural communities and Aboriginal communities in Canada still have a major hurdle due to the existing infrastructure in place. For example, 26 out of 29 Northwest Territory Aboriginal communities are not connected to the internet. This problem is often magnified in developing nations. Communication networks in particular are a key component of technological solutions. We believe innovations can be developed to match the growing demands required by technology. There are many possible solutions to the infrastructure problem. Perhaps the most viable solution is combining a combination of old and new ideas, including mobile makerspace classrooms to service rural communities, developing existing capabilities such as mobile phone networks, increasing the robustness of networks through stronger self-powered routers, or building new mobile networks such as aerial communication networks. By ensuring that infrastructure is in place to support technological innovations required to provide a tailored educational access, a sustainable solution is offered. Thank you.